Hello everyone, I'm Simran Kaur, your science teacher from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group. So open your books and come to page number 36, chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. What are fibers? Do you remember? Fibers. From fibers we get fabric. First we convert fiber into yarn and that yarn is converted into fabric. So fibers are of two types, natural and synthetic. Natural fibers you have studied in your previous classes. Like natural fibers, can you give examples of natural fibers? Like wool and silk, cotton, jute, and synthetic fibers which are synthesized in laboratories, which are prepared from chemicals. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about synthetic fibers like rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Okay? These are important points. First, polymer is a long chain of repeating units called monomer. The synthetic fibers, they consist of polymers. Now what are polymers? Let's understand it with the help of example. Everybody has seen train. Okay? How does it look like? This is rough diagram of any train. In train, so many coaches are present. So let's say this complete train is polymer and this individual coach, this single coach is monomer. So what is polymer? Polymer is a long chain of repeating units called monomer. These coaches are repeating. These monomers are repeating and they form what? They form polymer. Understood what is polymer? Repeating, it's a long chain of repeating units called monomer. And synthetic fibers are made up of these polymers. Example, cotton. Cotton is a fiber in which polymer is cellulose and monomer is glucose. Means when so many glucose units will combine, they will form polymer known as cellulose. Next term is polymerization. It is a process in which these monomers combine and they form polymer. Okay, the polymerization is a process in which these monomers combine to form polymer. Next term is blended fiber. Blend means to mix. So we are mixing fibers. Which fibers? Synthetic fiber and natural fiber. So blended fiber is a mixture of synthetic and natural fiber. Let's take an example of any one synthetic fiber. Polyester. Okay, and example of natural fiber is cotton. So when we will blend these two fibers, when we'll mix these two fibers, we'll get blended fiber which is known as polycot. Poly from polyester and cot from cotton. Let's take one more example. Terrycot. Have you heard of this fiber? Terrycot. Can you tell me it is mixture of which two fibers? Terry comes from terylene, synthetic fiber, and this cot comes from this natural fiber, cotton. One more example, let's take polywool. That is mixture of polyester and wool. So understood what are blended fibers? Next, plastics, the second part of this chapter, plastics. Plastics are of two kinds, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Now what are plastics? Plastics again, they contain polymer. Now in polymer there are monomers, means monomers are repeating, monomers are repeating and they are forming polymer plastic. There are two types of linking present in plastic. One is linear and the other one is cross-linking. This linking, we are talking about linking between monomers. As I told you, polymer is a long chain of repeating units, monomer. So how they are combining, how they are joining to each other? By these two types of linking, linear linking and cross linking. In linear linking, M represents monomer. This is simple, long chain of monomer. This is linear linking. And in cross linking, monomers are linked in this manner. And this is cross linking. Okay, a network is present of these monomers. This is cross linking and that is linear linking. So there are two types of plastic, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. In thermoplastics, linear linking is present between monomers, and in case of thermosetting plastics, cross linking is present. Now internal question which you have to write in your book on page 37. Name the polymer found in wool and silk. Wool and silk both are natural fiber obtained from animals, sheep and silkworm. So the polymer is protein. Okay, polymer is protein. Another question on same page 37. Why rayon is used to make automobile tire cords? Rayon is used to make automobile tire cords since it is a strong fiber. We want strong fiber while making this tire cords, so rayon is strong. Another internal question on page 38. Which polyester fiber has properties just like nylon? Polyester is synthetic fiber and we are comparing it with nylon, which is again another synthetic fiber. So polyester terylene. Terylene has properties like nylon. They both are similar to each other. Another question on page 43. How much time does cotton and woolen clothes take to decompose? There are two types of material, biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Can you differentiate between these two terms? Biodegradable, bio means living organism, related to living organism, and degradable means to decompose. So those material which can be decomposed by bacteria are known as biodegradable material, and non-biodegradable which cannot be decomposed by the action of bacteria. So cotton and woolen clothes, these are biodegradable material, and we know that the time taken to decompose these two different material is also different. So cotton takes about 2 to 5 months to decompose, and woolen clothes, they take about a year. Now this is your copy work. Question 1. What are man-made fibers? Give examples. Man-made fibers or synthetic fibers. So fibers made by man from chemicals derived mainly from petroleum are known as man-made or synthetic fibers. These fibers are made from the chemicals which we extract from petroleum. Example of synthetic fibers or man-made fibers are rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. Question 2. What type of linking is found among the units which make up plastic? As I told you in that slide, plastics, two types of linking are present. So plastics are polymers in which the monomers are arranged in a linear manner or they may be cross-linked. Question 3. Why do we need to blend fibers? Name one blended fibers. Blended fibers are mixture of synthetic and natural fiber. So why there is need to blend them? Because by blending we are strengthening the fiber. So we need to blend fibers to provide extra strength and shine to the fiber. Example is polycot, mixture of polyester and cotton. Then question 4, why are nylon fibers used in making ropes for climbing mountains? As you all know that to climb mountains we need a strong fiber, we need a strong rope. We cannot use weak rope, otherwise we'll fall from the cliff and we will die. So nylon fibers are used in making ropes for climbing mountains because the fiber is even stronger than a steel wire of comparable size. If we compare this nylon fiber with steel wire, then which one is more stronger? This nylon fiber. Question 5, why are plastic containers used to store food items? As you all have seen, we have plastic containers at our home also to store food items. So why do we use plastic items? Because they are waterproof and airtight. As you know that air and presence of moisture, it promotes the growth of microorganisms, and microorganisms will spoil our food. So plastics are waterproof and airtight, that's why we use them. Also, they do not react with the food materials. They do not show any chemical reaction with our food. So plastic containers are used to store food items. Question 6, what is the specialty of the fiber used for making an umbrella? Now, the rainy season is going on, everybody use umbrella, and you have seen the fabric, the fiber which is used in umbrella. So the fiber used for making an umbrella contains millions of tiny holes which allow air to flow freely through it. Okay? Only air particles, air molecules can flow freely through it, but not water molecules. That's why umbrella protect us from the rain. This waterproof fabric retains its color for years even though it is exposed to the sun and the rain. So this is the specialty of the fiber which is used in making umbrella. Then question 7, what are the similarities between nylon and polyester? These are two different types of synthetic fibers. So what are the similarities? They both are synthetic fibers and they both are strong, light in weight, and durable, means we can use them for many years. They are long lasting. And they do not shrink or wrinkle. Like you have seen cotton clothes, they get shrink very easily, it gets shrink easily and wrinkles, but they do not. Nylon and polyester. Question 8, how do plastic bags pose danger to cows feeding on them? You have seen that plastic waste is all around us and the cows, they feed on them. So there is danger to them because plastic is not edible substance. Plastic bags swallowed by cows while feeding on garbage choke their respiratory system. Choke means it blocks their respiratory system, the windpipe, or form a lining in the stomach which ultimately leads to their death. Question 9, write any 3 methods of disposal of plastic. We cannot completely ban the use of plastic. Plastic is there in our lives, so how can we dispose plastic? There is way to dispose it. It is not that you just throw the plastic waste on the roads. So segregating biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste and disposing them accordingly. Like you have seen blue dustbin and green dustbin, in which we dispose the waste accordingly. The substances which are biodegradable, like the waste which comes from our kitchen, it goes into the green dustbin, and the non-biodegradable waste like plastic bottles, they go into the blue dustbin. Reducing the amount of plastic used. The best way is make less use of plastic, reduce the usage. And last, recycling or reusing plastic. If it is possible to recycle or reuse the plastic, then do it. Question 10, how is rayon manufactured? Rayon is first synthetic fiber which is prepared in the laboratory. So how it is prepared? Rayon is prepared from cellulose obtained from wood pulp. It is semi-synthetic fibers because in rayon we are making use of wood pulp, which is not chemical. This we obtain from nature only, from plants, trees. So let's see this equation, then it will be easier for you to understand how rayon is manufactured. From wood pulp, we extract cellulose from wood pulp. Now we treat this wood pulp with sodium hydroxide, which is a chemical, and carbon disulfide. Okay, so we treat wood pulp with sodium hydroxide and carbon disulfide, and we get a thick liquid which is known as viscose. Just memorize this equation. Wood pulp is treated with sodium hydroxide and carbon disulfide, and we get viscose solution. Now read this answer. Rayon is prepared from cellulose obtained from wood pulp. Wood pulp is first treated with sodium hydroxide and then carbon disulfide to obtain a thick syrupy liquid called viscose. Understood? Now that viscose solution is forced through tiny holes into a metal cylinder kept inside dilute sulfuric acid bath. Then we pass this viscose solution from, let's say this is sheet having tiny holes. So when we will pass this viscose solution from these tiny holes, what you will get? Long thread of fibers. Okay. So in this way, lustrous and continuous fibers of rayon are produced. So that was all about chapter